Hey guys, welcome back to Drew Blacksmithing. That's me. So today we're going to be mounting the anvil, and I'm going to walk you through that, and then we'll get started, okay? So as I mentioned in the last video, I went scavenging and found this plate right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up, take this powder coat off the anvil, get rid of this rust, and then we're going to weld the anvil along here, all the way around, you get it. And then I'm going to drive railroad spikes, I can't talk today, but we're going to put railroad spikes through here, which will mount it to the stump and keep it from going anywhere, and hopefully make it theft proof, because I don't want it to get stolen. But yeah, so let's get started knocking off some powder coat and some rust. Okay, so we got the powder coat knocked off, we got the weld, or the rust knocked off, so the welding surface is clean, which is something I learned after my first attempt at welding, that you need to have clean surfaces. So I might actually even, yeah, I will. I'm gonna hit a metal grinder on this and get it even cleaner. But yeah, this will be my second time welding, and hopefully it turns out looking like puddles of pigeon poop instead of puddles of canary poop. If you're a welder, you'll get that joke. So here we go. Okay, so got the surface cleaned up. This is where our welding is going to happen. The anvil is going to sit like so. And then I'm going to weld it all along like I showed you before. Then we're going to drive railroad spikes into the log, and then our anvil will be secure. What's also nice, this is something I noticed last forging when I was working on the back stretcher. My log is elevated a little bit this way. I don't have any kind of saws or anything to level it out, but luckily this plate, as you can see, has a lip on it, and that lip perfectly offsets the rise. How awesome is that? Like, fate stepped in and said, you know what, Drew, we're gonna help you out this time. So let me go get the welder set up, and then we'll start welding on here. I'm so happy. It's ugly as shit, but I just made my first bead. Check it out. There it is. An actual bead of welding. That's so much better than my first time doing this. I'm so happy. That's a good solid weld too. Yeah, baby! Alright, enough of my joy. Let's get back to welding. I'm so stoked. A little bit of practice I did off camera for welding, so actually this was my third time. But I didn't weld anything together. I was just practicing my wire feed and getting it tuned. But let me show you my ugly welds that I'm overly proud of. So as you can see, it's still hot. This is it's almost a bead. Woo! I just burned my finger right there. But yeah. This anvil is not going to move on me now, and this steel plate it's like an additional 13 pounds, give or take. I don't know how accurate my scale was that I put this on, but the anvil is a 15-pound anvil. So then we'll say, you know, this is an additional 10, so I just raised it to a 25-pound anvil. That should help a lot. I mean, it's still incredibly soft, but because it's a cast iron, you can tell that by doing a bounce test. See, it doesn't want to bounce all that well, it just kind of sticks. But whatever. So my anvil is now officially welded to this steel plate. I actually have an idea. I'll have to get a bigger angle grinder to do it, but I got a few more of these. There's one there. There's a couple there. Here's my scavenge bag. I got a paper towel. I got a whole bunch of stuff in there. It's all stuff I found, which I can't say where because I just recently found out it's illegal. But yeah, so there's my weld. I'm so stoked. So now let's drive some railroad spikes and make this some bitch perfect. Permanent. One day I'll talk properly. Probably not. So just found something out about railroad spikes. They're very hard to drive in, and I don't think my hammer is big enough. Let me flip it around and show you. So that's how far I got that one in before it decided it wasn't going any further. At least it's below the anvil, but this one, yeah, it's in there, but it doesn't want to go any further either. So I think what I'm going to do is take the angle grinder and cut them just a little bit like that, and then smash the edges down. It's kind of like you're pinning a handle, but I want to pin it to this. But yeah, I think this is going to work well, because I don't think I'm going to need any more than these two that I got. I want to save some for some projects. I didn't find many spikes, but yeah. So regular hammers on railroad spikes do not work. The more you know. Okay, so spikes are cut, anvil's mounted. I'm going to flip it around, show you it won't lift up, and that's going to be it for the video. So you see where I cut and kind of smashed it over. Did the same on this side, but yeah, it's not going anywhere unless you're taking that log with it. I feel pretty happy about that. We had some good welds. We had some good fun. Next video, we're going to continue working on the back scratcher now that I have the anvil mounted, and that's it. So hopefully that video is tomorrow or the day after. Don't know yet, but as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.